running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again, but the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it, I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it, know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop, wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel, I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock, when throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot, one phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. The connection made, it's Graham. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 18. 56. Mike. 50.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming. Hey, alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up second down.
Check, 47. I got him. Alert.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ran, check 147. Hey, seam 6. 47.
This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Hey, alert. 47. Hey. High 7. Here we go.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go. 15 line. Hey, Zoo. Ready.
Second and 13. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Check. 47. You got nothing to down.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Robinson's got it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
From the gun on third, Hill. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 39.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
It's been a long day for you.
First down, a run with Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Nice play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. Up fourth. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Hill. Got some room at the 30. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
60 outlaw. Protein spill. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Check, 47. Wild Bill, ran,
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think? And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Hill on third down. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Taken in at the 11. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Haywood.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
Brings up third down.
Stop! Ready! Alert, 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 alert!
Hey, you don't want to...
Red, top!
You don't want to... Mike's 47. Mike's...
Hey, orbit!
Big stop. Big stop.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Take over 1st and 10 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
Here we go, set, 50, plant. Blue down.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
61, match box.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
First down.
Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Hill toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hill looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going deep this time for Miller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Again, it's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Toss play, Kamara. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Well, pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 36, Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And able to find Graham, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Now Trubisky on first down. That is caught by Cohen. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Now, he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Get it.
They run it again with Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates